Going to show you how to make some delicious little brownies now. This recipe is very, very simple. Great way to get involved with baking, and everybody's got to love some brownies. So starting off with our cocoa powder. Mixing in our oil. Now I'm actually using some light Don Carlos oil today, which is perfect for this recipe. You don't want anything too overpowering like traditional, like an olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Probably be a little bit too overpowering, so the light one is perfect for this. Combine it with your cocoa powder until it's nice and smooth. Now in a second bowl, we're going to combine our 2 eggs. This is the sort of recipe that you could make with the kids. So simple to make, and the kids love getting involved, licking the bowl at the end of it, and who's going to argue with having some brownies at the end of the process. In goes our vanilla essence and our sugar. Now we're going to whisk this for about a good 2 minutes until it becomes nice and light and fluffy. So now you can see that mixture becoming really nice and light and fluffy. I'm going to add in my baking powder, my chopped walnuts, and then it's a case of combining the 2 mixtures. So our lovely cocoa goes in there, and then gently bring that mixture together. Now that's starting to get nice and smooth. Next thing that I'm going to add in is my rice flour. And using a spatula, we're just gently going to fold that mixture together. Now what I've done here is I've got a little oven-proof dish. It's about 8 inches by 8 inches. I've just lightly smeared it with a little bit of olive oil on the bottom so as our brownies don't stick, and now it's just a case of scooping that lovely mixture in there evenly. I'm just using the back of a spoon off the spatula as well. And then just evenly spread that around into a nice little square. Doesn't need to be too precise, but there's our brownie mix ready. Now we're going to pop that into the oven at about 180 degrees. They shouldn't take too long to cook, between about 12 and 15 minutes. We'll check on them a couple of times and then we should have delicious brownies. Now our brownies have been in there for about 15 minutes. I'm just going to open up the oven. Unbelievable smells coming out of the oven. You can see that they're perfectly cooked. The way to check if you're not 100% sure is little knife, pop it through into the center of the brownies. If the knife comes out clean like that, they're cooked. If there's still gooey bits on it or little bits of liquid or anything, basically means they're not cooked. Now, you let it cool down a little bit, and then it's a case of just running your knife around the outside, loosening it up. Now you'd obviously let these cool down a little bit. I've just taken them straight out of the oven for presentation purposes. But if I scoop that straight up onto the plate, you can see absolutely lovely and crunchy on top and nice and gooey in the middle, which is the way I think brownies should always be served. So out that comes. Literally the nicest brownie recipe, the quickest little recipe you'll ever make. So tasty. I can't wait to get stuck into them myself. It's gorgeous chocolate brownies.